You're tired. It's more than just a feeling in your body. It's a weariness that settles deep in your soul at the end of a long day. A tiredness that comes from holding it all together, from the noise in your mind that never seems to stop, from the weight of a world that never ceases to demand your energy and your attention. But the day is done now. You have made it, and you can finally let it all go. You are here, in this quiet space, and that is all that is required of you. This moment was made for you, a sanctuary from the noise, a shelter from the storm, a place to simply be. Tonight, there is no long story to follow. There is no complex teaching to understand. There is only an invitation to fall asleep to a collection of gentle Bible verses, hand-picked for your weary heart. Think of them as soft whispers of truth, a quiet lullaby for your soul, spoken over you as you rest. We will read them slowly. There will be no interruptions, just the steady, calming sound of God's Word, surrounded by gentle music, designed to quiet your thoughts and bring peace to your spirit. You don't need to hold on to them. You don't need to try and remember them. Simply let them wash over you. Let them be the last gentle thoughts you have as you drift into a deep and peaceful sleep. Before we begin, let us quiet our hearts together. Let's turn our attention to the one who is the source of all peace and ask for his presence to fill this time. Let's pray. Father in heaven, we come to you now, at the end of this day, and we are so tired. We are weary in body and in spirit, and so we come to you, the author of rest. We ask you to still our hearts, quiet the racing thoughts, soothe the anxious feelings, release the tension we are holding in our bodies. Lord, as we listen to these gentle verses from your word tonight, we pray that you would make them a healing balm for our souls. Let each promise be a soft whisper of your love. Let each truth be a fortress of peace around our minds. We pray that your Holy Spirit would use these words to be a gentle lullaby, hushing our fears and carrying us into a deep, restorative, and protected sleep. We place this night in your hands. In the peaceful name of your Son, Jesus, we pray. Amen. And now, let God himself speak the first invitation to your weary heart. These are the words of Jesus, spoken directly to you, right where you are. From the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 11. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Hear that gentle call. Come to me. He does not ask you to get stronger first. He does not ask you to have it all together. He asks you to come as you are, weary, tired, and burdened. He sees the weight you are carrying. He knows the exhaustion you feel. And His promise is not that you will find rest, but that He will give you rest. It is a gift, freely offered. Take my yoke upon you, and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. The one who calls you to rest is gentle and humble. He will not add to your burdens, but will lift them. To take His yoke is to enter into a partnership with Him, to let Him carry the heavy end of the load. As you surrender to Him tonight, you are learning His gentle way, and you are finding what your soul has been longing for all day: true rest. Now let your heart respond to His invitation with this quiet declaration of trust from the Psalms. From Psalm 62, truly, my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from Him. This is the destination of the weary heart. Rest is not found in a change of circumstances. It is not found in finishing your to-do list. It is not found in your own efforts to quiet your mind. Truly, your soul finds its rest only in God. He alone is the source. As you listen tonight, you are guiding your soul back to its true home, back to the only one who can give it the salvation and peace it needs. Truly, He is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. Feel the security in these words. He is your rock, a firm, unshakable foundation when the world feels like shifting sand. He is your fortress, a high tower of safety, protecting you from all that would seek to harm your peace. Because He is these things, you can rest in this promise. I will never be shaken. The anxieties of the day, the fears of the night, they cannot shake you, because your foundation is the Lord Himself. Jesus has given the invitation. The psalmist has declared his trust. And now, God gives you the simple, beautiful instruction for how to enter into this rest. From Psalm 46, be still and know that I am God. This is your only task for this moment. Be still. Cease your striving. Let go of your trying. Release the need to figure everything out. Stop replaying the day. Stop planning for tomorrow. Just be. Be still. Let your body be still. Let your mind be still. Let your spirit be still. For it is in the stillness that you can truly know that He is God. In the quiet, you can finally sense His presence. In the quiet, you can recognize His power. In the quiet, you can feel His love. In the quiet, you remember that He is on His throne, and you are not. He is in control, and you do not have to be. Be still, and know that the one who holds you tonight is the God who made the heavens and the earth. He is powerful enough to handle every one of your concerns. Be still and let Him be God. Let Him be your rock, your fortress, and your rest. Be still. You are still now, resting in the simple, profound invitation of your King. You have come to Him, weary and burdened, and you are beginning to find rest for your soul. In this quiet, as you let go of the day, you can begin to feel the gentle, loving presence of your shepherd. He is here to watch over you, to care for you, and to lead you into a place of deep peace. Let the beautiful words of Psalm 23 paint a picture of His perfect care for you tonight. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. This is the foundation of your peace tonight. The Lord Himself, the Creator of the universe, is your personal shepherd. He is watching over you with a careful, attentive eye. He knows your every need. And because He is your shepherd, you can rest in the truth that you will lack nothing you truly need. His resources are infinite, and His heart toward you is generous. The feeling of lack can be put to rest. You are under the care of the shepherd. You shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Your shepherd knows that you need rest, especially when you are too weary to seek it for yourself. Notice, He makes me lie down. It is an act of His grace. He is lovingly guiding you to this very moment of stillness. He is leading you away from the barren grounds of anxiety and into the green pastures of His peace, a place of soft rest and gentle nourishment. He is leading you away from the noisy, troubled waters of your day and bringing you to the quiet, still waters of His presence. Allow yourself to be led. Surrender to His guidance. He is bringing you to a place of perfect peace. He refreshes my soul. This is His work in you as you rest. Your soul, the very essence of who you are, gets tired. It gets dusty from the journey and bruised by the struggles of the day. But your shepherd knows how to restore it. His presence is like a cool, refreshing drink to your thirsty spirit. As you sleep tonight, He is at work, refreshing the weary places, healing the hurts, and breathing new life into your soul. You don't have to do anything but receive. He is your restorer. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Your shepherd does not promise a life without dark valleys, but he makes an unbreakable promise that you will never walk through them alone. For you are with me. This is the promise that silences all fear. His presence is your protection. His rod defends you from all that would harm you, and his staff gently guides you, pulling you back to the path of safety. You are never alone, and you are always protected. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Even when you feel surrounded by pressures and anxieties, your enemies, your shepherd provides a place of peace and honor for you. He anoints your head with the oil of his blessing, soothing your weary mind, and he fills your cup until it overflows with his grace, his love, and his peace. You are not just getting by. In him, you are living in abundance. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This is your certain future. His goodness and love are not just with you now. They are actively pursuing you. They will be there when you wake up tomorrow and every day after that. And your final destination is secure, a permanent home in the very presence of God, where all weariness will cease, and you will be at peace forever. This is your shepherd. And the prophet Isaiah gives us an even more intimate picture of his tenderness. From Isaiah chapter 40. He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young. Hear this as a description of his care for you tonight. If you feel weak, fragile, or helpless like a little lamb, this is his promise. He does not ask you to keep up. He does not demand that you be strong. Instead, he gathers you into his own arms. He lifts you up, and he carries you. Picture yourself there now, safe in the arms of your shepherd, being carried close to his heart. You can feel the steady rhythm of his heartbeat. You can feel the warmth of his love. You can feel the strength of his protective embrace. This is where you belong. This is where you are safe. There is no need to be afraid. There is no need to strive. You are being held. You are being carried. And he gently leads. His way is not one of harshness or hurry. He is patient with your pace. He understands your burdens. His guidance is always gentle, because this is the kind of shepherd who cares for you. Because this is how tenderly he holds you and how gently he leads you. The Apostle Peter gives us this final, beautiful instruction. It is the practical step you can take to enter fully into this care. From 1 Peter chapter 5. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. This is your final task for the night. To cast. It is an active, decisive word. Mentally gather up all your anxieties, every single one, the big ones and the small ones, the worries about your health, the concerns about your family, the stress about your work, the regrets from today, the fears about tomorrow. See them all in your hands as a heavy, tangled bundle. And now, cast them, throw them, hurl them onto the strong shoulders of your shepherd. He is strong enough to carry them. In fact, he wants to. And why can you do this with such confidence? The verse gives the simple, powerful reason. Because he cares for you. This is the foundation for your peace. You are not bothering him with your worries. You are not a burden to him. He cares for you, deeply, personally, infinitely. The same shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one, the same shepherd who gathers you in his arms and holds you close to his heart. He cares for you. Therefore, you can trust him with your anxieties. So let them go now. Cast them all on him. And feel the lightness in your own soul as you do. You were not meant to carry them through the night. He will carry them for you. You are free to rest now, unburdened, in the arms of the shepherd who cares for you. You have cast your anxieties upon your caring shepherd. You have been gathered into his arms and are being held close to his heart. You are unburdened and light. Now, feel the profound sense of safety that comes from being under his watchful, loving eye. Let these verses of safety and protection be the walls of your fortress tonight, the secure and gentle space where you can finally, truly let go. We begin with the simple, confident prayer of the psalmist. Make these words your own now. From Psalm 4. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. This is a conscious decision, a gentle act of faith. You are choosing to lie down in peace, not in worry, not in fear, but in peace. And why? Because your safety does not depend on your own strength, on the locks on your doors, or on your ability to control the world around you. Your safety comes from one source, and one source alone. You alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. You are entrusting your well-being, your very life, into his capable hands. And in his hands, you are perfectly safe. This place of safety is described in beautiful detail in the great Psalm of Protection. Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. You are invited to dwell here, to live and make your home in the very shelter of the Most High God. And as you do, you find yourself resting in His shadow. Think of what a shadow is. It is a place of cool relief from the heat of the day. It is a place of closeness, as you cannot be in the shadow without being near to the one who casts it. As you lie in the darkness of your room, let it not be an empty darkness, but the comforting, protective shadow of the Almighty. He is near. He is covering you. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Whisper this to your own heart. He is my refuge, the safe place I run to when the storms of life are raging. He is my fortress, the high tower with walls so strong that no enemy, no fear can possibly break through. He is my God, and therefore I will trust Him. I will stop trying to be my own fortress. I will stop trying to be my own refuge. Tonight, I will simply trust in Him. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. He will save you from the hidden traps of anxiety, the unseen worries that try to ensnare your mind in the night. And He will cover you. Picture this now, the soft, warm, gentle protection of being covered by His feathers, being gathered in under His wings. Like a mother bird protects her young, your God is protecting you. It is a place of absolute security, a place of warmth, a place where you are completely hidden from all harm. This is your refuge tonight, under His wings. There is no safer place in all the universe, because you are hidden in this safe place, because you are resting under His wings. You can now receive this beautiful promise from the book of Proverbs. Let this be a specific blessing for you, for this night, for this very sleep. From Proverbs chapter 3. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Hear that as a direct promise from your loving Father. When you lie down, that is you right now, you will not be afraid. Fear has been given its eviction notice. It has no right to torment you tonight. The King has declared that you will not be afraid. And the promise that follows is so beautiful. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. This is the kind of rest your soul has been longing for, not a fitful, shallow sleep interrupted by worry, but a sweet sleep, a deep, peaceful, and pleasant rest. A rest that is untroubled. A rest that restores your body and your soul. A rest that feels like a gift. This is the kind of sleep your Father wants for you. Receive this blessing now. My sleep will be sweet. And why? The passage continues. Have no fear of sudden disaster, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared. Let go of the what if thoughts that can suddenly flood your mind in the quiet. Have no fear of them. Why? For the Lord will be at your side. He is not far off. He is not distant. He is right there, at your side, watching over you, guarding you. Every moment, all through the night. His presence is your protection. His nearness is your peace. And so, with the promise of His presence, the promise of His protection, and the promise of sweet sleep, you can now say with all your heart the words we began with. You can declare it as the final truth of this day. In peace, I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. You are safe. You are protected. You are hidden under His wing. The Lord Himself is at your side. Your sleep will be sweet. Rest now in this fortress of peace. You are resting in the fortress of His protection. You have been covered by His feathers, hidden under His wings, and promised a sleep that is sweet. In this place of perfect safety, you can now open your heart to an even deeper truth, the truth that is the very foundation of your safety, the boundless, unfailing, and personal love of your God. Let these verses of His love be the final comfort that warms your soul and carries you into the deepest peace. We begin with a shining promise of hope from the Book of Lamentations. From a place of sorrow, the prophet remembers this one great truth. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Think of the day you have just been through. The moments of stress, the waves of weariness that threatened to pull you under, the pressures that felt like they might overwhelm you entirely. The profound and undeniable reason you were not consumed. The reason you made it through to this quiet, reflective moment is profoundly and solely because of the Lord's great, unfailing love. His love was not merely a passive presence. It was your active preservation, the unseen force that held you together. His love was your impenetrable shield, deflecting the assaults of the day and guarding your spirit. And His compassions, His tender mercies, are declared with absolute certainty to never fail. This truth stands in stark contrast to the fleeting nature of everything else in this temporal world. Our own strength, no matter how robust, will eventually fail us. Our meticulously crafted plans, no matter how well-intentioned, can and often will crumble. But His compassion for you is the one steadfast, unwavering constant in the entire vast universe. It is a wellspring that never runs dry. It is a presence that never grows weary or diminishes. It is a promise that, in its essence, never fails. And here, in this truth, lies the most beautiful, comforting, and enduring promise for the close of a long, arduous day. They are new every morning. This isn't merely a poetic sentiment. It's a divine guarantee. The mercy you received today, the grace that sustained you, was precisely and perfectly enough for the challenges and demands of this specific day. And when you awaken from your slumber, a brand new, overflowing, and refreshingly fresh supply of mercy will be patiently waiting for you. It has already been meticulously prepared and set aside, a new portion of divine kindness. The mistakes, missteps, and shortcomings of today do not, and indeed cannot, carry over into the new dawn. The frustrations, anxieties, and lingering stains of today do not possess the power to mar or diminish the promise of tomorrow. You can, with complete assurance and peace, let this day go entirely, knowing with unwavering certainty that a clean slate, an entirely new portion of His boundless love and compassion, will be there to greet you in the morning light. So you can surrender to sleep, not burdened by the regrets and burdens of the past, but cradled in the quiet, hopeful anticipation of His new mercies. Great, indeed, is His faithfulness. This faithful God, whose mercies are not just renewed, but are made gloriously new every single morning, does not merely tolerate your existence. He doesn't simply put up with your imperfections or shortcomings. No, His heart toward you is one of passionate, overflowing, and joyful love. Hear this beautiful, evocative description of how God truly feels about you, spoken through the ancient words of the prophet Zephaniah. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In His love, He will quiet you. He will rejoice over you with singing. Allow the profound truth of that sacred verse to sink deeply, thoroughly, and transformatively into every fiber of your spirit. The Lord your God is with you. He is not a distant, aloof, deity. He is here now, in this very room, in this very moment. And he is not just present. He is a mighty warrior who saves. The very one who loves you with such intensity is also the one who is all-powerful, your ultimate and unyielding protector, your unwavering champion in every battle. And what, precisely, does this mighty warrior feel for you, his beloved creation? He will take great delight in you. At the end of a day, when you may feel you have undeniably fallen short, when you are keenly and painfully aware of your own flaws, imperfections, and failures, hear this liberating truth. Your God is absolutely not disappointed in you. He is not shaking his head in disapproval or casting a judgmental gaze. On the contrary, he is delighting in you, finding immense joy and pleasure in who you are. You are his cherished child, his magnificent creation, and his heart is genuinely filled with a deep, boundless, and joyful delight when he looks upon you. Therefore, let go of your own harsh self-criticism. Release the grip of your internal judge, and instead, rest deeply and securely in his loving, delighted, and approving gaze. And what incredible effect does this all-encompassing love produce? In his love, he will quiet you. If your mind is a tempest of racing thoughts, if your heart is a restless sea, this is his tender, powerful promise to you. His love is not a passive emotion. It is an active, dynamic force that brings profound stillness, not by demanding silence or imposing order, but by deeply soothing, settling, and bringing peace to your weary spirit. He doesn't merely command you to be quiet. He quiets you with the boundless power of his love. It is his love, a boundless and tender affection, that gently, surely, and tenderly stills the anxious, agitated thought. It is his love, a profound and unwavering presence that calms the fearful, turbulent heart. As you lie here, in the gentle, encompassing embrace of this quiet moment, simply open your heart wide to receive this divine and precious gift. Let his love be the gentle, hushing presence, like a soft, comforting breeze that murmurs through your soul, bringing a profound and lasting quiet to your spirit, silencing the clamor of the world and replacing it with an unshakable peace. And then, consider the most tender and intimate image of all. He will rejoice over you with singing. This is not a distant, passive observation. It is an active, joyful celebration. Can you truly imagine that? In the stillness of this night, as you are gently drifting off to sleep, perhaps with the day's concerns still whispering at the edges of your awareness, the God of all creation, the mighty warrior, the sovereign Lord of the universe, is not just watching over you, but is actively rejoicing over you. His heart is so utterly full of love for you that it overflows, erupting in a song. This is a song of pure delight, a melody of profound love, a celestial lullaby sung over his beloved, sleeping child. You can truly rest now, deeply and peacefully, because your Father, the very source of all comfort, is singing over you, his voice a symphony of affection. And this love, this magnificent song that he sings over you, is not a fragile, fleeting emotion or a temporary sentiment. It is the most secure, the most permanent, and the most powerful force in the entire universe. The Apostle Paul, after contemplating and wrestling with all the trials, tribulations, and uncertainties of this world, comes to this final, triumphant, and absolute conclusion. Let this profound truth be your final fortress of peace tonight, a stronghold against all anxieties. From Romans chapter 8 comes this declaration of unwavering assurance. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Listen intently to the magnificent power and the boundless scope of that all-encompassing promise. Neither death nor life. Your two greatest unknowns, the ultimate mysteries that often stir deep-seated fears, the end of this life and the continued journey of it, are utterly powerless against his love. His love encompasses and transcends both. Neither angels nor demons, all spiritual forces, both those seen and those unseen, those benevolent and those malevolent, are completely powerless to break the unbreakable bond he has forged with you. His love stands as an impenetrable shield. Neither the present nor the future. This is a direct and powerful promise for your heart right now, in this very moment. The troubles and failures of today, no matter how significant they may seem, cannot separate you from his love. And the worries, the anxieties, the uncertainties about tomorrow cannot separate you from his love. All of time, every moment that has passed and every moment yet to come, is completely covered and held within his steadfast affection. Nor any powers, no authority, no dominion, no force, whether earthly or heavenly, can stand between you and his loving embrace. Neither height nor depth, no extreme of experience, no exaltation or humiliation, no peak of joy or valley of despair can sever this connection. His love reaches to the highest heavens and descends into the deepest chasms of your being. Nor anything else in all creation. The list is comprehensive, exhaustive, and utterly complete. There is absolutely nothing left outside of this sweeping declaration. There is no power, no conceivable circumstance, no personal failure, no lingering fear, no individual person, no tangible thing in all of existence that is powerful enough, clever enough, or strong enough to get between you and the boundless, unbreakable love of God. You are held in a love that can never, ever be broken. You are sealed in a love that can never, ever fail. You are enveloped in a love from which you can never, ever be separated. This truth is the bedrock of your peace. This is the final, undeniable truth for your heart tonight. You are unequivocally safe. You are meticulously protected. But most profoundly of all, you are loved. Loved unconditionally, without reservation or requirement. Loved unfailingly, with a steadfastness that knows no end. And loved inseparably, with a bond that can never be severed. Rest now, deeply and completely, in that perfect, unshakable love. Allow its warmth to permeate every part of your being. You are truly resting in a love that can never be broken. You are held, safe, and profoundly secure in the mighty yet tender arms of a God who delights in your very existence and sings over you with joy. It is from this place of perfect, unconditional, and unwavering love that you can now gently turn your attention to the worries that may still linger at the edges of your mind, like distant shadows. You do not have to fight them. You do not have to wrestle with them or be afraid of them. Instead, you can simply bring them, one by one, into the gentle, illuminating light of His love, and let His word, His timeless wisdom, show you the clear and certain path to peace. The Apostle Paul, in his inspired writings, gives us a beautiful, intensely practical guide for navigating a worried mind, a roadmap for finding serenity in the midst of life's storms. Let this be your gentle meditation now, a calming reflection as we read from his letter to the Philippians, chapter 4. Do not be anxious about anything. Hear that not as a harsh prohibition or a demanding rule, but as a gentle, liberating command from your loving Father, a compassionate invitation. It is not a scolding, not a reprimand, but a profound release. He is actively giving you permission, indeed, encouraging you to lay down the heavy, burdensome weight of anxiety. He knows intimately that it is a weight you were never designed or intended to carry. He is inviting you into a lighter, freer, more peaceful way of being. Therefore, do not be anxious about anything at all, not the overwhelming, monumental things, and not even the seemingly insignificant, small things. His invitation covers it all. But how, you might wonder, is this possible? He does not leave us without a clear path, a practical instruction. He continues, providing the means to this peace. But in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. This is the divine exchange, a sacred transaction, not a mere trade, but a profound spiritual alchemy. You humbly give him your worries, your fears, your anxieties, those gnawing concerns that cling to the edges of your consciousness. And in return, with unfathomable generosity and boundless love, he gives you his profound and surpassing peace. It is a peace that transcends earthly understanding, a quiet strength that anchors your soul amidst the storms of life. Let's walk this path together now, step by deliberate step, delving into the powerful invitation extended to us. In every situation, pause for a moment, letting the weight of those words settle upon you. Take a moment to thoughtfully and honestly consider the specific situations that are troubling your heart tonight, those burdens that refuse to lighten, the unasked questions that echo in the quiet of your mind. Perhaps it's that difficult conversation you can't stop replaying in your mind. Every sharp word, every unresolved tension echoing in your memory. A script you wish you could rewrite. Perhaps it's a significant decision you feel pressured to make, the weight of its potential outcome heavy on your shoulders, the paths diverging with uncertain futures. It might be a person you are deeply worried about, their well-being consuming your thoughts, a silent prayer constantly forming on your lips. Or perhaps it's a daunting task that feels simply too big, too overwhelming to tackle. A mountain range of responsibility stretching before you. Whatever it is, in its raw, unvarnished truth, bring it to mind, allowing yourself to acknowledge its presence. By prayer and petition. Now, in the quiet, sacred space of your own heart, a sanctuary where only you and your Creator reside, simply talk to him about it. You do not need eloquent phrases or fancy theological words, no carefully constructed arguments or polished rhetoric. Just speak openly and honestly to your Father, who listens with boundless love, with an ear attuned to the quietest whisper of your soul. Tell him what you're afraid of. Articulate your deepest fears, those hidden anxieties you might not even voice to yourself. Tell him where you feel weak, where your strength falters, where the burden seems too heavy to bear alone. Tell him precisely what you need, with all the vulnerability and unadorned simplicity of a child speaking to a loving parent, trusting in their care. This is prayer. It is simply making your innermost heart known to him in its raw, unedited form, without pretense or hesitation, with thanksgiving. This, remarkably, is the crucial key that unlocks the door to profound peace, a counterintuitive yet deeply transformative act. As you hold that specific worry or concern in your mind, that very source of your unease, gently, intentionally, bring to mind one thing, just one small thing, however seemingly insignificant, that you can be thankful for in that very situation. Perhaps you are thankful for the resilience or strength that has already gotten you this far through past challenges, a testament to your endurance. Perhaps you are thankful for one small, undeniable sign of his faithfulness, even in the midst of uncertainty, a flicker of light in the encroaching darkness. Perhaps you are simply thankful that he is undeniably with you, present and comforting, a steadying hand even in the very middle of it all, a silent, unwavering presence. Thanksgiving possesses an extraordinary, almost miraculous power to break the suffocating grip of anxiety. It fundamentally shifts your focus from the overwhelming size of your problem to the infinite, majestic size of your God, revealing a perspective where no challenge is too great for his power. Let your requests be made known to God. This is the final, decisive act of surrender, an unburdening of the soul, a conscious release of control. You have named the worry, giving it voice and acknowledging its presence. You have found a reason for thanks, shifting your perspective and inviting gratitude into your heart. And now, with an open hand and a trusting heart, you release it, you hand it over, relinquishing your own frantic grip, the desperate attempt to control what is ultimately beyond your power, and deliberately place it into his infinitely capable, all-wise, and perfectly loving hands. It is an act of profound trust, an acknowledgement of his sovereignty. And what happens when you courageously choose to do this? When you dare to step into this divine exchange, offering your burdens and embracing his peace? The verse concludes with the most beautiful, comforting, and transformative promise, a divine assurance that transcends all human expectation. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This, beloved, is what he graciously gives you in exchange for your worries your anxieties, your burdens, your every heavy thought. The peace of God. It is a peace that doesn't demand logical sense or rational explanation. A tranquility that defies the chaos surrounding it. Your problems may still exist. The external situation may not have changed in an instant. The circumstances might remain challenging. But a supernatural, profound peace can miraculously settle over you anyway. A peace independent of circumstances, not contingent on external resolution. It transcends your human understanding, reaching beyond the limits of your logic, embracing the unexplainable, and resting in the divine, a gift from the very heart of God. And what precisely does this extraordinary peace do? How does it manifest in your life? It stands guard. Imagine the peace of God not as a passive feeling, a fleeting emotion that comes and goes with the changing tides of your day, but as a mighty, heavenly sentinel, a vigilant guardian standing watch over the two most vulnerable and vital parts of you, your tender heart and your active mind. Any anxious thought that tries to approach, any creeping fear that attempts to sneak in and disturb your precious rest, any whisper of doubt that seeks to sow discord, this divine guard of peace, armed with God's own tranquil power, will decisively turn it away. Your heart is protected, shielded from turmoil, from the stormy waves of doubt and despair that threaten to overwhelm. Your mind is secure, guarded against despair, against the relentless whispers of worry and the shadows of discouragement that seek to cloud your judgment. You are being guarded by the very peace of God Himself, a profound and active presence, a bulwark against the chaos and confusion of the world, an unwavering fortress for your soul. This peace that now guards your heart and mind gives you the profound freedom and inner strength to obey Jesus' gentle yet powerfully liberating command concerning the future. From the Sermon on the Mount, found in Matthew chapter 6, comes this liberating directive, a beacon of light for the anxious soul. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. This is not a dismissal of prudent planning or responsible foresight, but a release from the oppressive burden of anticipatory anxiety, the debilitating weight of fretting over what may or may not come, the endless what-if scenarios that steal your present joy. Live fully in this moment, trusting Him with the next, knowing that each sunrise brings with it its own sufficient grace, perfectly tailored for the challenges and opportunities of that specific day. The day you have just lived is over. You can gently close the door on it, sealing away its challenges and its triumphs, its regrets and its joys. The grace you were given for today was sufficient for today, perfectly tailored to meet your needs in that specific span of time, a divine provision that saw you through. And the grace you will need for tomorrow will be there for you when tomorrow arrives. But it is not here yet, and you do not need it yet. The grace you have for this moment, for this night, is the grace to rest, to cease your striving, to let go of control, and to find solace in His embrace, a quiet refuge for your weary spirit. So do not let your mind travel into tomorrow, constructing elaborate scenarios of potential difficulty or disappointment, rehearsing conversations that may never happen, or imagining obstacles that do not yet exist. Do not start making lists or solving problems that do not exist yet, for such mental excursions only serve to rob you of your present peace, pulling you away from the tranquility that is yours for the taking. Stay here, in this peaceful, protected moment, held securely in His loving hands, a haven of calm. Tonight is for sleep. Tonight is for rest, a deep and restorative surrender. Tomorrow is in God's hands, and He holds it perfectly, meticulously, and with unwavering love. And the reason you can release your anxiety, the reason you can let go of tomorrow, the reason you can trust in this profound peace is found in this unshakable promise from the prophet Isaiah. This is the final bedrock for your fearlessness, the solid, unyielding ground beneath your weary feet, a truth upon which you can stand firm. From Isaiah chapter 41 comes this powerful declaration. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Let this be the final bedrock truth for your worried mind, the unshakable assurance that dispels all doubt, all uncertainty, all fear, a promise that resonates with divine power. Why can you let go of your fear? Why can you lay down your anxieties? For I am with you. You are not alone in the darkness, not abandoned to face your struggles in isolation, not left to fend for yourself against the overwhelming tides of life. The presence of God Himself is your constant companion and your deepest comfort, a warm and constant presence in every shadow, a guiding light in every unknown. You are held, you are seen, you are loved. Why can you let go of your dismay and discouragement, those heavy cloaks that threaten to smother your spirit? For I am your God, the one in charge of the universe, the one who orchestrates the cosmos, the one who holds all things together with boundless power and perfect wisdom, is your God. He is intimately involved in your life, powerfully invested in your well-being, and He is unequivocally on your side. Why can you let go of worrying about tomorrow's challenges, the unknown obstacles that loom on the horizon? Because He has promised, I will strengthen you and help you. The strength you need will be there, a divine infusion of resilience and fortitude. The help you require will arrive precisely when and how it is needed, a sovereign intervention that transcends human capability. Why can you let go of the fear of falling or failing, the dread of collapsing under the weight of life's pressures? Because He has promised, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. You cannot fall from His grasp, no matter how slippery the path or how weak your own hold may feel. His strong, steady, and faithful hand is holding you securely, a grip that will never falter, a love that will never release. You are not alone. You are His, precious and dearly loved. You will be strengthened, endowed with divine power. You will be helped, guided by His infinite wisdom. You will be upheld, sustained by His unfailing grace. Therefore, you do not have to be anxious, a prisoner to restless thoughts. You do not have to worry, burdened by future uncertainties. Your heart and mind are being guarded by the peace of God, a divine shield against turmoil. And you are being held by the hand of God Himself, a grip that is eternal and unwavering. Rest now in that perfect, guarded peace, a sanctuary built upon His promises. You are resting in a fortress of peace, impregnable and secure. The anxious thoughts have been given to your Father, laid at the foot of His throne, and His peace, which surpasses all understanding, is now standing guard over your heart and your mind, an ever vigilant sentinel. This peace is not an abstract force. It is the tangible, felt reality of His constant, loving presence, a warmth that permeates your very being. In this quiet, let these verses on the nearness of God be the final reassurance that you are not, and you never will be, alone. We begin with the final, powerful words of blessing that Moses spoke over God's people as they prepared to face the unknown, a future filled with both promise and peril. Hear them now as God's personal promise for the unknown hours of the night ahead, a balm for your weary soul. From Deuteronomy chapter 31. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Let those last words sink deep into your soul, resonating with profound truth and comfort. The Lord your God goes with you. He is not sending you into the night alone, a solitary figure facing the darkness. He is accompanying you, a faithful companion on every step of your journey. He is your companion through the darkness, dispelling the shadows with his radiant presence. He is the silent, watchful presence in your room, a loving guardian throughout the hours of sleep. And his commitment to you is absolute, unwavering, and eternal. He will never leave you, nor forsake you. To leave is to go away, to depart from your side. He will not depart. His presence is a constant, an unbroken thread woven through the fabric of your life. But to forsake is something deeper, more profound. It means to abandon, to desert, especially in a time of dire need, when all seems lost. This is the promise for your most vulnerable moments. When you feel weakest, when you feel most alone, when you feel you have nothing left to give or to hold on to. That is the very moment you can be most certain that he will not forsake you. He draws nearest to the weary and the broken-hearted, his compassion flowing like an endless river. He will never, ever abandon you, for his love is steadfast, and his faithfulness endures forever. This promise is so central to our peace, so foundational to our sense of security, that God himself repeats it to Joshua, the new leader, extending its profound assurance to every place and every moment of your life. From the book of Joshua, Chapter 1. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Hear that as a personal promise from your God, whispered directly to your heart. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. The fears of the day are now past, released into his keeping. The discouragements are behind you, their grip broken by his empowering grace. And the reason you can let them go, the undeniable truth that sets you free, is this: the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Think of the vastness of that promise, its boundless scope and comforting reach. Wherever you go, when your mind wanders in the quiet stillness of the night, exploring thoughts and memories, he is there. When you drift into your dreams, entering worlds both familiar and fantastical, he is there, an unseen companion. If you should wake in the middle of the night, startled by a sound or a thought, he is there, a reassuring presence. There is no place you can go, physically or mentally, that is outside the bounds of his presence. You cannot wander so far in your thoughts, even into the deepest recesses of your mind, that he is not there with you. You cannot dream a dream where he is not present, for his awareness encompasses all things. You cannot get lost from him, for his love is a beacon that always guides you home. In every place, in every state of being, in every moment of your existence, he is with you, a constant and unwavering presence. The psalmist David explored this beautiful, inescapable presence of God in a song of pure wonder, his heart overflowing with awe and gratitude. Let his words paint a picture of the loving presence that fills your room and your heart tonight, enveloping you in his perfect peace and boundless love. From Psalm 139. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? Hear these questions not as the plea of someone trying to escape, but as the awe-filled marveling of a soul that has realized it is completely and wonderfully surrounded by God. There is no place where his love is not. There is no corner of the universe where his spirit is absent. If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. Think of the highs and lows of your day. In the moments of joy, the heavens, he was there, rejoicing with you. And in the moments of sorrow, of failure, of exhaustion, the depths, he was there, holding you. There is no experience in your life that is outside of his presence. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast. Even if you could travel to the most remote, most isolated place imaginable, you would find him already there, waiting for you. His hand would be there to guide you. His right hand would be there to hold you fast. You are always being led, and you are always being held. And now, listen to this truth about the very darkness that surrounds you as you prepare for sleep. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. This is the great secret for a peaceful night. The physical darkness of your room is not empty. It is not a void. It is filled with the presence of your God. And to your God, this darkness is not dark at all. To him, it is as bright as the midday sun. You are not resting in the dark tonight. You are resting in a room that is blazing with the light of His holy presence. He sees you as clearly as if it were day. He is watching over you, His beloved child, in a space that to Him is filled with light and life. The darkness has been transformed. It is no longer a thing to be feared, but a gentle quiet, a sacred space made holy by the very presence of God Himself. He is here. He will never leave you. He is with you wherever you go, and the darkness is as light to Him. You are not alone. You are profoundly, completely, and luminously accompanied. Rest now in His holy and ever-present light. You are resting in the beautiful, inescapable, and luminous presence of your God. You are not alone. He is with you, right here, right now. The darkness of your room is not dark to Him. It is as bright as the day, filled with the light of His constant, loving attention. And now, in this sacred and holy space, a divine exchange begins to happen. You have come to Him in your weariness. You have brought Him your exhaustion. And as you rest in His presence, as you surrender your weakness, He begins to impart His strength. This time of sleep is not an empty void. It is a holy transaction. It is the moment of your renewal. Let this promise of new strength from the prophet Isaiah be the hope that you drift off to sleep on. From Isaiah, chapter 40. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Hear this as a direct action. He is taking for you right now. It is not something you must earn or strive for. It is a gift. He gives strength. To whom? To the strong? To the self-sufficient? No. He gives it to the weary. He gives it to you. He sees your exhaustion not as a failure, but as an opportunity to display His power. As you lie here, feeling weak, you are in the perfect position to receive His gift. He is, in this very moment, increasing your power, not by making you do more, but by pouring His own power into your stillness. The prophet continues, validating your experience. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. Human strength, even at its very best, has a limit. The strongest among us grow tired. The most energetic among us stumble. It is the nature of our human frailty. So you can release any shame or frustration you feel about your own exhaustion. Your weariness is not a sign of your failure. It is simply a sign of your humanity. And your King understands this perfectly. But there is a different way, a different source of strength that never runs out. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. This is the secret This is the divine exchange. Those who hope in the Lord. What does it mean to hope in Him? It means to wait on Him with expectant trust. It is the opposite of anxious striving. It is the quiet confidence that He is at work, even when you are still. Tonight, as you choose to lie down, to be still, to surrender to sleep in His presence, you are actively hoping in the Lord. Your rest is not passivity. It is an act of faith. And in response to this act of faith, He makes this incredible promise. He will renew your strength. Even now, as you are listening, as your breathing slows and your body grows heavy, a supernatural process of renewal is taking place within you. And what will this renewed strength feel like? The prophet gives us this soaring, beautiful image. They will soar on wings like eagles. Picture an eagle. It does not fight against the wind. It does not exhaust itself by frantically flapping its wings. It simply opens its wings, and it waits for the thermal currents. And when the wind of the Spirit comes, it is lifted effortlessly. It soars. It rises high above the ground, high above the troubles below. It sees things from a new, higher perspective. This is the kind of strength He is renewing in you tonight. Not a strength to strive harder, but a strength to soar. As you rest in Him, He is preparing you to rise above the things that weighed you down today. He is giving you a new perspective. He is granting you a freedom from the struggles on the ground. You will soar. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This is the promise for tomorrow. The deep, restorative rest you are entering into now is not for nothing. It is the very source of your endurance for the day to come. He is renewing your spiritual muscles. He is replenishing your soul, so that when your feet hit the floor in the morning, you will be able to face the running and the walking of your day, not with your own limited power, but with His renewed, unending strength. You will not grow weary. You will not be faint. This renewal of strength happens in the most beautiful, upside-down way. The world tells us to be strong, but our King tells us that the secret is to be weak. The Apostle Paul learned this profound secret, and he shares it with us now. From 2 Corinthians chapter 12. But he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Let that gentle whisper from your Lord be the softest pillow for your head tonight. My grace is sufficient for you. It is enough. Whatever you are lacking, His grace is enough to to fill it. Whatever you are facing, His grace is enough to see you through. It is perfectly measured for your every need. And then the great paradox. For my power is made perfect in weakness. Your weakness, your exhaustion, the very thing you may see as your biggest problem tonight, is in fact your greatest asset. It is the empty space that makes room for His power. His strength does not flow into us when we are full of our own self-sufficiency. It is perfected. It finds its true and complete expression in the moments when we are utterly and completely weak. So you can stop trying to be strong tonight. You can embrace your weariness. You can admit your weakness. It is not a barrier to God's work in you. It is the very doorway through which His power enters. Paul continues, "Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Hear that beautiful connection. As you rest in your weakness, Christ's power comes to rest upon you. It is a divine settling, a quiet transference of power. Your weakness, surrendered to Him, becomes the very vessel of His perfect strength. This is the great exchange. You give Him your weakness. He gives you His strength. You give Him your exhaustion. He gives you His endurance. When you are weak, then, and only then, are you truly strong. And so, the psalmist gives us this simple, final instruction for how to receive this strength, for how to live in this divine exchange. From Psalm 27, "Wait for the Lord. Be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord." The command is not to work for the Lord, but to wait for the Lord. Waiting, in this sense, is an act of trust. It is the posture of the eagle, with its wings spread, waiting for the wind. It is the posture you are in right now, as you lie still, waiting for sleep. And what is the result of this waiting? Be strong and take heart. Strength is not the prerequisite for waiting. It is the outcome of waiting. Courage is not what you need to begin. It is what you receive as you continue. As you wait on Him, as you rest in Him tonight, He is pouring strength into you. He is filling your heart with courage. Your only task is to wait. Wait for the Lord. Let Him be the one to renew you. Let your weakness be the space where His power comes to rest. Wait, and be made strong. You are resting in a place of quiet trust. You have embraced your weakness, knowing that it is the very space where the power of Christ comes to rest upon you. You are waiting on the Lord, not with anxiety, but with the calm and certain hope that He is, even now, renewing your strength. Your rest tonight is not empty. It is an active and holy process of restoration. And as you wait, as you drift deeper into this peaceful state, your King bestows upon you His final and greatest gifts for the night. These are not things you must strive for, but blessings to be received. Let these final verses of peace be the very last thoughts that hold your mind as you fall asleep. We begin with the last will and testament of Jesus, the inheritance of peace He left for His disciples and for you, spoken on His last night with them. From the Gospel of John, chapter 14. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. Let these profound words sink deeply into the very core of your being. Peace I leave with you. This is not a fleeting wish or a temporary offering, but a divinely appointed inheritance, a sacred legacy bestowed upon you. It is your rightful possession, secured by the sovereign hand of the King. And now, He tenderly places it within your grasp. My peace I give you. Pause and consider the extraordinary nature of this gift. It is not a generic peace, but rather His peace, a peace that transcends earthly understanding and human limitation. It is the very peace that allowed Him to rest undisturbed in the midst of a raging storm, a peace so profound that it enabled Him to navigate the tumultuous chaos of the world with unwavering calm and divine authority. This is a supernatural, divine peace, an unmerited gift freely given to you in this very moment. Open the hands of your heart, let go of all preconceived notions, and simply receive it. He then illuminates the profound distinction that sets His peace apart. I do not give to you as the world gives. The peace that the world offers is inherently fragile, a temporary cessation of conflict, often dependent on external circumstances. It is contingent upon a quiet environment, robust health, a secure livelihood, and harmonious relationships. The moment these circumstances falter, the world's peace shatters, and the torrent of anxiety rushes back in. It is a shallow peace, built upon shifting sands, incapable of withstanding the inevitable storms of life. But the peace of your King is of an entirely different order. It is a deep, abiding, internal peace, an unshakable anchor for your soul that holds firm even when the fiercest storms of life rage around you. It is a quiet, steady river that flows profoundly within you, even when the surface of your life is turbulent and chaotic. This peace does not depend on the whims of your circumstances. It depends solely on His constant, unwavering presence. And because His presence is an eternal truth, His peace can be a constant, unfailing reality for you. So tonight, as the world quiets around you, consciously release your grip on the relentless search for the world's fragile peace. You are not required to orchestrate a perfect life to experience peace. You only need Him. And in the profound truth of His unwavering presence, His peace is inherently and eternally with you. And because His peace is inextricably intertwined with your being, you can now receive His final command for the night, not as a daunting directive, but as a gentle, loving blessing. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. You do not have to succumb to troubling thoughts, for His peace, a peace that transcends all human comprehension, stands as a vigilant guardian over your heart. You do not have to be consumed by fear, for the one who bestows this profound peace has already triumphed over the world, securing your victory alongside His own. This profound peace He grants is now spoken over you in the form of the most ancient and sacred blessing found within the entirety of Scripture. This is the very blessing that God Himself commanded His priests to speak over His beloved people, a comprehensive covering of grace for your body, your soul, and your spirit. Receive this priestly blessing now, allowing it to envelop you like a comforting blanket of love as you prepare for sleep. From the sacred book of Numbers, chapter 6, hear these words of divine assurance. The Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord bless you in every conceivable way. May He pour forth His goodness, His favor, and His flourishing life into every facet of your being as you rest in the quiet of the night. And may He keep you. May He meticulously guard you, diligently protect you, and tenderly watch over you through all the long, silent hours of the night. You are unequivocally blessed, and you are eternally kept safe in His loving embrace. The Lord make His face shine on you and be gracious to you. Envision, if you will, the radiant face of your loving Father turning directly towards you, not with a shadow of disappointment or a hint of judgment, but with a countenance that is incandescent with light, overflowing with boundless love, and brimming with pure delight. This is His benevolent smile of favor resting upon you, His cherished child. It is a light so potent that it utterly banishes all the lingering shadows of shame and feelings of unworthiness. And within that illuminating light, He is profoundly gracious to you. He is pouring out His unmerited, undeserved favor upon you, a boundless stream of divine kindness. You are now resting securely beneath the shining, gracious smile of your God. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. You are not overlooked, lost in the vastness of a universe containing billions upon billions of souls. The Lord of all creation, in his infinite wisdom and boundless love, turns his face, his full, undivided attention directly towards you. You are seen. You are known intimately. You are the singular focus of his loving, unwavering gaze. And what is the glorious outcome of being held within the gaze of the Almighty? He gives you peace, the ultimate, most magnificent gift imaginable, the very essence your soul has yearned for, consciously or unconsciously. He bestows it upon you. And now, this encompassing blessing of peace and protection is sealed with one final, all-encompassing promise drawn from the timeless wisdom of the Psalms. This is the profound security that extends its protective mantle over your entire life, commencing with this very night and stretching into eternity. From Psalm 121, absorb these words of divine promise. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. Allow the expansive scope of that promise to bring a final, deep sense of release to your soul. He will keep you from all harm, not a selective few harms, not the majority of harms, but every single conceivable harm, physical, emotional, and spiritual. His protection is utterly complete, leaving no vulnerability. His vigilance is perfect, never wavering. He is watching over your very life, your precious soul, your deepest, most authentic being. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Your going into the tranquil depths of sleep tonight is under his ever-watchful eye. Your coming back into the vibrant light of wakefulness in the morning is equally under his attentive gaze. The entire, often mysterious journey of rest is a journey he embarks upon with you, every step of the way. He watches over your gentle descent into the quiet depths of sleep, and he will be faithfully present to greet you with unwavering love when you return to the light of a new day. His watchfulness encompasses this night, and it extends its embrace over all your tomorrows. It is a promise for this very moment, and for all of forevermore. And so, our gentle journey through these sacred verses reaches its completion. You have been tenderly invited to rest. You have been lovingly reminded of your shepherd's unwavering care. You have been secured within his impenetrable fortress of protection. You have been intimately wrapped in His unfailing, eternal love. You have released the burdens of your worried mind, entrusting them to His capable hands. You have been assured of His constant, abiding presence. You have been promised a profound renewal of your strength. And now you have been given His final, most precious blessing of peace. Rest in this truth. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to hold. There is nothing left to figure out. Only to rest, to be still, to sleep in the peace He has so freely given you. Let His final words of blessing be your gentle lullaby. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine on you. The Lord give you peace. Your sleep will be sweet. He will quiet you with His love. He is with you, always. Rest now, child of God. Rest.